as soon as you start expecting that things go a certain way, or your goals are achieved at a certain point, your life should be a certain way. By the end of 30, I want my life to be this way. This is when you will not achieve it. This is when the 30 will come and your life is not the way you plan to be. This is also like a self-talk to me, because I have several expectations, especially with how my life should turn out. And I am learning how to not expect, because as soon as you start expecting, everything do not go the way you would do without expecting. What I have learned recently is to just be fine with any outcome that would come on my way. If I make a goal, or I put a goal out there, I do not have huge expectations. I do not have so much expectation and attachment to this certain goal. So what I do is just I put a goal out there that, for example, my goal is to be monetized in the end of the year. And what I have to do is not to focus on this thing so much that it changes my personality, the way I am. I will just go with my plans and not force some things. So I do not attach myself to this. I continue living my own life, doing my own things, and implementing my goal into my daily life routine, without expectations. Just doing something because I like to do something and I enjoy doing it. So I am living life and not living for that expectations. What I have noticed, what I also think, is that as soon as you start expecting something, for example, you expect something, let's say not goals, not achievement, a certain achievement, but for example, you start expecting someone loves you back. Maybe you love someone and you expect that they love you back. As soon as they don't love you back, you lose your own happiness, because you had expectations. You start to feel bad and feel like what is an English word for this? Resentment. You start to push yourself away from this person because you expected them to love you back, and you forget to just love. You forget to just give the love, and not with an expectation of receiving. So what you have to be doing is doing something that you really like. I think in so many of my other videos, I always say, like, you're the one who's in control of your life. You're the one who's in control of your happiness, and you shouldn't let something or your ego or something get on the way. So you like someone, you shouldn't expect them to like you back, so that I know it's very hard. It sounds easy, but it's very hard to just live life, because we are in this world where you are expected already. You are born in this world, and the society around you expects you to do something. But actually, the reality is that you're not expected to do something. You're born, you have your own value, and as soon as you start taking in this mindset of I have to be a certain way, I have to do a certain thing, then your value, you're decreasing your value. You're changing the way your mind works and everything, and you could do anything just to reach this expectation, and anything in the way would mean you could even lose yourself. I've seen, I'm not sure, because in this world of internet, I'm speaking like I was born in 1970s or 1960s, but what I wanted to say is, like, I have a little bit of example with celebrities. Not celebrities, let's say influencers, because they are in the middle there. Some of them they're not already up there like celebrities, so they don't have a lot, but they have this kind of lifestyle that they have to do. They have to put on a character, and in order to achieve where they are, but where they want to be, or where they're portraying that they have to be. And at some point you find some videos from them, maybe after some years you find some video, someone says, oh, I'm so tired of this, I'm so tired of being an influencer, I'm so tired of faking life, my life is destroyed, and stuff like that. I think this is a very good example, because these people have maybe a certain goal. I want maybe to be famous, and they could do anything, even if it requires them losing their value, losing their happiness, and losing everything. This is when they just they just decide to do anything just to get there, to be what they want to be so bad, and in the end they just lose themselves, they lose their happiness, and they come into realization that they haven't been living all this time. They haven't been living. So if you want to, as soon as you start to see life as life, like live life and enjoy your life, this is when you will start receiving what you really are receiving. Because anyway, you are living and you're not having expectations, and anyway that comes into you is not going to be an achievement. It's not going to be something you knew it's coming, so it's going to be surprise, like a surprise, so who doesn't like surprises? So when you have maybe a goal, you set your goal. It's good to have goals, but what is not good is going beyond it, going beyond this and saying, I will do anything for this. Let's normalize having goals and just doing them because we love doing what we want to do, and not just because we want a certain thing, like not just because we are expecting something. Like we are raised, at least I was raised, that you always have to expect. I like the Montessori system of raising kids. I'm a mom, so I look into it, and I really like it because praise brings expectations, and expectations ruins someone's ability to do something. So when a parent praises, I am raised by African parents, and usually you always look to them for the good, great, you did it great, right? And you don't live your own life and do what you want to do. In the end, you just end up taking maybe taking professions that are not even what you really do like. So we always look back to people who praises us and say, wow, that's good. So it really started when we are young. You always look at your parent and expect them to praise you and tell you, wow, that was great, you did great. So you always look back and see, like, where is, I'm expecting something to come. And this begins even from home, that you have a block of maybe a block of toys that you have to put them together, or a puzzle. As soon as you finish putting them together, you go to your parents and show them, expecting that they somehow praises you. And the thing with the Montessori is that you do not have to praise a child in a way that you say good job, for example, or well done, good job. This is not how you should be praising your child, because they always expect you to say something, and when they fail in something, they still need you to say good, but then you say bad, because they did something bad. And some parents don't even say bad, which is very bad. Then the children always think like, I always have to be doing something good, and they always expect something. So I am so happy that there is somehow a shift to many parents that are opting for Montessori way of raising kids, and which I think it's very great. So what I suggest, I think people or humans should just live life and take every point of life as with no expectations. As soon as you start living and not expecting, everything that comes to you is going to come as a gift, as a blessing, as a surprise. So so I think it's good that we start living at this point. Like, it's a blessing to just wake up in the morning and be alive. It's a blessing to have food in the morning or in the afternoon or in the evening, during the day. It's a blessing to have everything. You exist, just your existence is a blessing. It's a blessing. You don't have to do something that is supposed to be praised. You don't have to wake up in the morning and expect that you have to be praised. You have to do something to be praised. You have to be loved. No, you yourself are a blessing. Just you existing, it's a blessing. And as soon as you don't do, you don't expect something, you will be more happier. You will have more achievements, because you will even count a little blessing because you wake up maybe in the morning and you didn't think of how the weather will be. And maybe you don't have this naming, the thing of naming. We know that there are some seasons, weather seasons, and there is winter, maybe summer, fall, and I forgot one. Fall, winter, summer, and autumn. Let's say you don't name this in your head. You don't expect winter to be a certain way. You don't expect summer to be a certain way. And when you wake up one day in summer and it's cold, not your whole day is destroyed. You just wake up and just be happy about it. Like, wow, it's cold today. It's a blessing. I can heat up the house or something. So We shouldn't really expect things. Like, we should just live our life. I think as soon as you start to implement living life without expecting, you really achieve everything, because you have no expectations of what achievement you should have. So even the little achievement is going to be big. You will just be grateful. I think you will be grateful. There's so many people who are like, I am maybe 30, I haven't achieved anything, or I am 27, I haven't achieved anything. But you think like this, you haven't achieved anything, it's because you are expecting that at this age you should have something. It's not bad to have goals, but I think as soon as you put too much, like too much of you, or you attach yourself to something, this is when you lose yourself. As soon as you start doing this, this is when you lose yourself. You lose yourself. You don't live life. And when you come into realization that, wow, what was I doing? It's too late, because you're probably old, which I don't believe in too late, but could be it's too late. So you should just live your life. This is something that you should give yourself life. Give life into yourself. Some people are walking on the way. Their mind is somewhere else because they have a lot in their head. They're thinking, I have to be like this. I have to do like this. In the end of the month, I have to do like this. In the end of the year, I have to have the house. In the end of the, like, no, it's not. It's not going to work like this. If you lose yourself, even that house, even if you find it, you will still think like, I have to find something else. I have to find happiness. I have to find this. I expect to have this, to have $1 million in the end of the year. You have it, $1 million in the end of the year. You think like, I have the money now. What can I do? Maybe then you start to think like, I have to maintain this $1 million. I have to do this. But when you do not expect so much, you don't expect at all to have $1 million. You're just working because you love your job, you enjoy your job. It makes you happy, or you do it because you do something. For example, you like playing chess, let's say. I'm not sure if there are chess competitions, but let's say you're gymnastic, and you like doing it. You do it because you want to do it. You put all your time, everything inside there because you like to do it. In the end, you will just win the Olympics or something and get gold medals and something, because you were not expecting to have them. You had a goal maybe to have them, but you did not change anything in between just to get there. You did not change yourself. You did not change your lifestyle and change everything just to have this one thing. You shouldn't attach yourself. We should detach ourselves from things, because as soon as you attach yourself to something, you become that thing. And as soon as you become that thing, you lose yourself. And as soon as you lose yourself, who are you then? Even the value you had when you just had is not there. You just have ego. At this point, it's just ego controlling you. You're not you. Something else is taking control of your life, and that's not what you want to happen. You want to live and enjoy everything to the fullest. It's good that some people can really combine what they like to their goal, but as soon as you put this thing in your head that you have to achieve something, this is when it just slips out of you. Like, boom, goes away. If it's a love life, if it's the way you do things whatsoever, you just leave it gone unconsciously, or you just get tired, because as soon as you go towards something, it runs away from you. Because it's not running away from you, it's behind you, attached to you. So just detach yourself and live life, and something will just come to you. If it's love life, you like someone, they don't like you back, you enjoy liking them, you enjoy loving them, you enjoy taking care of them. Just do it. Over time, with no expectations, maybe they will like you back. But if you have expectation that, I like this person, I will give them present, I will give them everything, they will like me back, right? But as time goes on, you cannot change someone. You can never change someone. So you will just continue living with expectation that, oh, they will like me back, In the end, you just get tired. You lost a lot of time in your life. You lost your energy, you lost yourself. To come and fix that broken part of your heart, it's going to take so long. And why should you do all this if you were just capable of just loving them unconditionally without expecting something from them? Why should you get something from them? Like, why should you get something in return if you're capable of just giving? Doesn't make sense. So some things, they don't really make sense, and that's the reason why they destroy us, because we cannot use our brain to think. Like, If you like someone, why should you want them to like you back? Think of it like that. Because wanting you, why can't you just let everything be mutual? If you can draw a nice picture, for example, why do you want someone to tell you, hey, good job, you did it? Doesn't make sense. Why do you want someone to buy the picture for $1 million if you just drew it because you liked drawing and you saw it and you were happy with the outcome? So we shouldn't expect, we should put goals, but we should always remember that we shouldn't take too much from our personality, from our life, and give everything to something that is not even helpful. Like always expecting and expecting. It's complicated. I think I'm just going around and around and around explaining this. But the main point that I wanted to say in this video is that first, you shouldn't you shouldn't lose yourself in the process of anything in this life. Either it's love, either it's your financial goals, either your spiritual journey or something. You shouldn't lose yourself, because as soon as you lose yourself, you're not living in the moment. I can give an example, for example, with someone who starts a YouTube channel. Like, let's say I start a YouTube channel, and I started a YouTube channel because I like talking. I like talking to people like this. I like to exchange what I have in my head and see what other people think. But I expect that as soon as I exchange what I have in my head, I get monetized or I get paid or something, right? But at some point, it doesn't happen. My goal don't reach where I want to go. And as a result, A, I just give up on YouTube. B, I blame everyone that they don't want to subscribe or do something, which also makes me lose motivation, of course, because it will also make people not watch my videos because they will always be about blaming. So I will kill my content, the way I want to present. It won't be presenting, but it will be blaming and complaining. And the third thing could be that I form a new personality. I go to a place, I rent maybe some Gucci clothes and come here and talk about money and things that I don't have and pretend. Always have to maintain and pretend, right? So that I catch people who are in need to be rich or something, maybe those kind of content that I do not enjoy really doing, but I just do them because I want to do them. So I will be here, but I will not be me. I will not be talking out. I will not be talking what is in my head. I'll just be talking things that are just on the teleprompter. I will just be reading things. I will not be at this moment. I will not be living. I will not be sharing what I have, my thoughts, and enjoy doing it. So this is what will happen. And the second thing is that if you stop doing all these things, what I wanted to acknowledge in this video is that you are going to see everything as a blessing, everything as a gift, and everything as a surprise when you stop expecting, when you finish not lowering them, but when you kill the expectations, everything will come as a surprise, as a nice surprise, and everything will be a gift and a blessing. Even when it's winter, or when it's summer or winter and the sun comes out, it's blessing. You are not expecting for the sun to be out because it's winter. But when you expected winter, you would say, why is the sun there? I should have booked, maybe it's weekend, I should have gone out maybe to a hot spring or something, or whatsoever it's there. Like, you start blaming. So it's going to be things of a problem, of a problem, of a problem. You will see your life as a problem because you always expect, and not always that what you expect happens. So most of your life you will just be living unhappy because you have this bunch of expectations that are not really helping. So yeah, we should have goals, but we shouldn't expect that everything will turn out the way it is. We should just also not expect that everything will not turn out, because we have no clue what the future brings. What should we expect if you have no clue of what the future brings? And the most important thing, we shouldn't lose ourselves. No matter what, never lose yourself. Yeah, I think I already said a lot, and I hope you caught something from this long talk. I think it's not 10 minutes anymore. I think it's more than 10 minutes, but I hope you enjoyed or learned a lot from this video. If you liked my video, just like the video there. And I'm not expecting you to like it, but I am so grateful, and it would be coming as a blessing and surprise if you like my video and subscribe. I have now 1 subscriber. Woo, I wasn't expecting to have a subscriber, but I have a subscriber, and I saw yesterday. I wanted to see what the name of the subscriber is, so I could directly say their name and say thank you for subscribing to my channel. But anyway, if you are also watching this video, my 1 subscriber, I'm so grateful, I'm so happy. I was screaming yesterday evening when I saw this. And yeah, thank you so much for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Like, at this point you have seen what I bring on the table, and probably you would want to stick around more, so please subscribe. I have a lot of things that are coming. Yeah, see you in the next video. Bye.